I'm Jack Hansen Jr., and I am the host of the Jack Hansen Show. On my show, I will provide interviews of people to help explain the KW versus Armstrong class action lawsuit. I will also give you important updates about what is happening with Medicaid for adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities in Idaho. As promised on my first show, this week I'm talking again with Ritchie Eppink. Ritchie is the legal director of the American Civil Liberties Union of Idaho, the ACLU. He is one of the lawyers who represents all the adults with intellectual developmental disabilities in the KW versus Armstrong class action lawsuit. Last time we learned about the basics of the lawsuit, and I'm asking Ritchie about the key points of it. Ritchie, what decision did the judge make in the case?
So, Jack, thanks for having me on your show again, first of all. And what we did is, a couple of years ago, we showed the judge in the KW case how the budget tool came up with individual budgets for all the adults in the developmental disabilities Medicaid program. And the judge looked at it and said that the way that the budget tool worked was unfair and unconstitutional, and so the judge ordered that the Department of Health and Welfare overhaul the system to come up with a new and better system.
Thanks, Ritchie. What happened after that?
So what happened after that is really important to where we are today. So after the judge made that decision, the Department of Health and Welfare worked with us to come up with an agreement about how that system would be changed. And that agreement is called the settlement agreement, which the court and the judge approved earlier this year, 2017. And as part of that agreement, the department said that it would work with all of the adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities who are in the program as part of figuring out how the system would change. And so now is the time when all of the adults in the program, like you, need to be a part of making sure the department makes the system better in a way that actually helps you.
I see. One more question for today. How long do we have to comply?
So the department has to do a lot of things to get to the point where it makes the system better. And right now, they've just been focused for the first part of this year, 2017, on looking at the services that are available. Next, I think the department's going to be looking at how the planning process works, and then in 2018 and probably into 2019, it'll be looking at specifically changing the way that individual budgets, the number that you get each year that you get to spend on services, work in the future. So we probably have all of this year, 2017, plus all of 2018, and probably most, if not all, of 2019 before this process is concluded.
I just want to make sure that everyone knows that I came up with that question because I was kind of curious myself. Thank you very much, Ritchie, for your time with us today.
Thank you, Jack.
If you have any questions about what we talked about today or about the KW lawsuit, class action lawsuit, KW versus Armstrong class action lawsuit, or the changes coming in the Medicaid program for adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities, you can go to www.ourhealthandwelfare.org. On the website, there is a place where you can contact the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, and the ACLU helps represent all of the adults with developmental and intellectual disabilities affected by the changes. Thank you for viewing the Jack Hansen Show, and we'll see you again soon.